Okay, you guys, so welcome to this video. So I had a bunch of clips from this unboxing and I realized that I didn't really have an intro and didn't really explain about it. So I know this isn't the best picture here, but honestly, I put the canvas away and I put the box away because I was so frustrated with it. There's going to be another voiceover at the end to explain the rest of the situation that happened, because I honestly don't even know where I put the canvas at this point, because that's just how disappointing this whole entire thing was. At the beginning, you'll hear that I am a little bit more positive because I wasn't expecting there to be even more things messed up with it as there was. To cover some of the backstory, this is a diamond painting that I ordered from Homecraftology. They do have a Facebook group, and that is how I found them. And this is also a painting that I've been wanting to get for a very long time. I just didn't want to because of the price point, and I really wasn't sure. I was waiting until I finished one of my cheaper diamond paintings first to make sure that I was actually going to enjoy it and come to terms with spending as much money as I did on this canvas. Ultimately, I did, and I ordered it from them. Now, I did order it based off of the impression that they were in the United States. Now, because I was so excited, I didn't do too much research into it based off of their Facebook group and everything. It seemed like they were in the United States. After I placed the order and received my tracking number, which took about a week, I realized that they drop shipped from China, which normally wouldn't bother me. However, they do not disclose that information on the web page. I don't know if they've changed anything at this point as I'm doing this voiceover, but at the time that I ordered, that information was not disclosed on their website. So I ordered it thinking that they were going to be a lot closer. Come to find out, they're actually based in Australia and they're drop shipping from China. Now, the rest of this video is going to be the unboxing of the canvas, so you can see my first impression and my thoughts, and then I'll show you guys the rest of what I didn't record at the end. So here it is. Little beat up. Did have a covering, but I had a family member open it for me, not realizing what it was, but not the worst thing, I guess. So let's open it. Oh my gosh. One package. It's a small 2 package. Holy smokes. Instructions. Roll this the other way. Okay, there's no numbers on the legend or the key. Let's count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44 colors. Oh yeah, there's a thing in here. That's the one we got, Starry Night. Yeah, 44 colors. It still doesn't tell you how many are on here. Let me get this dang thing open. looks like it was checked off, which I will check again. Okay.
Mama, I was bringing down another blanket for me.
Okay. There is a little bit of air bubbles, which is probably from being folded the way it was, because it was like in a square. But the drill field is pretty clear. Those empty dots, or they do have something inside of them? Oh my gosh, I can't even tell what those empty dots are. Do you guys see those? Right here. What are they? They look like hearts. That's the only empty one I can see, which is this 822, but there's a heart in there. And I don't see any hearts. Yeah, I guess it is. Is that a heart? Yeah, I guess that is a heart. You can't really tell. I'm assuming that's what it is. Let me finish pulling the tape off. Okay, it's pretty clear for the most part. Not perfect. The edging of the canvas looks dirty already. You see this? Where it looks like probably from sitting in the warehouse, but I don't know if it's because of the size of it, but my canvas from Walmart was in better shape than this. I do understand it did come from China, which I was not expecting, but for the most part it doesn't look like completely horrible. Where the drill field is, it seems pretty straight. There is some creasing in the glue where the canvas was creased. Super sticky, which is cool. My Walmart one wasn't super sticky, but by the time this goes up, you guys would have saw that already. I have no problem with the drill sticking to it, so yeah. So there's that. And back up so you guys can see more of it. Kind of hard to see all of the colors in this. I'm really hoping that it looks a lot better once the drills are on. I wonder if that has any indication, like if that's a white. I don't know. I'll probably show a kitting up video. So the drill field is fine for the most part, other than these white ones being like illegible. You can't really tell what they are. And then all of the edging of the glue is like so dirty. Like this was even like tearing already. There was a bunch of blue stuff right here that I took off. You can see how dirty it is along the edges. Even here it's dirty, which that, I mean, I'm not gonna make a big deal about that because I know that this was shipped from China and the quality control over there is basically non-existent, but still. I'm gonna pull the other side out and just check that side. See, I can't even get the glue off on this side. It's coming up with the white right here. What is that? A strip of glue? Yeah, shoot, I hope this doesn't ruin it. For $65, this is kind of disappointing. Okay, here it is. I hope this, oh, you guys can't even see. I hope this crease does not affect, you can see how dirty the canvas is. I hope that crease, it doesn't look like it's in the way of the drill build. Like it's gonna affect the drills sticking. No. Those drills right there look a little blurry, but I think I can tell what they are for the most part. I hope I can. They're so small. It's just the color that they are. I shouldn't have too much of an issue, but yeah, be careful with this because this glue is lifting. See if I can get this side to lift. Kind of hard to do one-handed. There it goes. It's stuck on that side. And it is barely to the edge of this. There it is, all dirty again. I don't really care for the bags, but for all of these colors, can't remember how many I told you guys there was, but there was a lot. There's only 4 bags. Really? Wax dot, which is fine. This is probably enough for the whole painting. Normal boat, and a single placer. Pretty standard. This comes in a plastic bag instead of a cheap like crinkle of this. So I'm going to do some inventory on this, and hopefully that meets my standards a little bit better. But I'm definitely going to be emailing them about the quality of the canvas because I did pay $65 for this. We'll see. Okay, so I got all of them counted up, and what's funny is that, okay, first of all the numbers are black, making it incredibly difficult to see the numbers on a dark package like this, but it is what it is. So this one right here, 3760, is supposed to have 16, and there's 18, and then 793, I only have 3, and there should be 4, and they checked off that there was 4 here, so I'm missing one of those. I don't have any other drills here. There's no more in the packages, nothing, so I'm missing one of those. And then, oh my gosh, can't even tell what number it is. 3 or 8. Is that an 8 or a 3? Oh my gosh, I can't tell. 820. So 820 says there should be 10, and there's 2, 4, 6, 8. Some short 2 bags of those. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna call them and tell them, or email them, but I just don't know if like that's gonna mess up the project, because it's not like a significant amount. I just think maybe this one, because I'm missing 2 bags, if it's gonna be a big deal. I'm just gonna message them anyway and ask, because I'm still not really happy with the quality of the canvas. So yeah, we'll find out. Okay guys, so I do have an update. I did email Homecraftology last night, and I did get a response very early this morning stating that they apologized for what happened and they'd like to send me a replacement. That was all they said, and they asked for my order number. They did not ask about the missing drills or anything like that, even though I did tell them that I was missing drills. So it doesn't look like they'll just be sending me the missing drills. As they said, they wanted to send a replacement. So I still don't know if I'm even going to get a replacement, but I'm hoping that the replacement arrives in a better box than this one, because this is all the way pushed down. Like, I'm pushing it and it's coming out the end. So hopefully it comes in a proper box and it's not dirty. We shall see. Okay, so here is a photo of how the package actually got to me. The canvas didn't even fit into the box correctly, which I didn't realize at first because it had already been opened. And then these next couple of slides are photos of how the drills fit on the canvas. The drill spaces are actually incredibly tiny, and it didn't matter how I lined them up, they still didn't fit correctly. And in the space that they were supposed to, if you look at the edges, you can see that they're way over going into the next drill space and whatnot. And it was just completely horrible. And after sending them these photos, they basically didn't respond. They took almost 2 days to respond to me. And I just felt like if you have a product that's not up to standards, especially with how expensive they are on this website, I was getting a little bit frustrated and ultimately just requested a refund, which again, after 2 days, they finally responded saying that they had issued the refund, and not once did they offer any explanation or anything really as to what could have been the issue. Nothing. They issued a very generic apology and offered to send a replacement the first time. And I would have been happy with the replacement had I not have tested the drill field in the first place. And that's ultimately what did it for me. I just didn't feel like a replacement was going to make any difference in the world, especially when you're spending $65 for a product. I feel like that's a lot of money, and it should be dang near perfect in that instance. And again, no explanation was given, not even an excuse as to what could have happened. Like I said, it was a very generic, sorry to hear that. And, nothing saying, oh, maybe we should check our quality control, or our products aren't normally like this. I'm sorry, yours was this way. Absolutely nothing. Out of all of the photos I sent them, I even sent them one of the clips that was in this video. They had absolutely nothing to say to any of that. And I just felt like that was not a great way to do business, and ultimately just don't recommend this company at all. I debated whether or not to make this video just because my experience was so disappointing and I was so excited about it. But after doing even more research, I have found that nobody in the diamond painting community, at least as far as I've watched, hasn't talked about this company at all. One person that I do follow on YouTube did do an unboxing and a first impressions video, but she never updated anything about it after that. And I just felt like something really needed to be said and brought to light. Poking around in the Facebook group after this experience, I didn't post in the group about it. I didn't post photos or anything to let anybody know, because I noticed that they delete comments, they delete posts, and they turn off comments on posts where anybody has anything negative to say about it. They do have a small group of people who say, oh, you should just message them, and they turn off comments on their posts so nobody has a chance to say anything about it. And I just feel like if that's how your product is, and maybe you should do something about it instead of ignoring the problem. Well, that is my rant. I'm going to stop there. This video is long enough already. I could go on forever with how disappointed I am with this canvas, but it's not going to do anybody any good. So I just don't recommend them. There's plenty of other companies that you can order from and have better quality canvases. And that's it. That's all I have to say. So here's to better ones in the future.